Welcome to the Oxford College of Education. Today I'll be showing you a step-by-step guide on how to access our system and get started with your course. After you log in, you will reach the dashboard, which provides you with all the courses you have purchased. I will give you a demonstration on how to use the course and give you a step-by-step guide to work your way through. Today I'll be demonstrating the IELTS test, the course, and the first thing you will see is the study guide, which breaks down each component of the course for you into reading, writing, listening, and speaking. After this, you will reach a course overview, and it's provided course information for you, which you can read in your own time, breaking down each section again. Returning back to the course, there are the IELTS levels, and after reading through all of these, you will reach the initial assessment test. This is to test your proficiency in English already. So a student has already attempted this quiz. We're going to reattempt for the demonstration. For example, we'll click an answer and check it. Because it's wrong, it will show up as red and it will provide you with the correct answer. If it's correct, it will be in green. You can click to the next page to continue on with the assessment. And if you feel you've marked an answer wrong, you can click previous page. You can also navigate through the quiz navigation tab and work your way through the 50 questions. After you're confident you have finished them correctly, you press finish attempt, scroll down and press submit all and finish. This is how the assessment will gauge your marks, and you're able to access your grade and mark when you press finish review, and it will appear on the screen here. Going back, we can look at the learning objectives that you will be able to reach at the end of the IELTS course. So you'll be able to understand and use basic phrases and expressions effectively, for example. To keep this interactive and fun, you can engage in fun and educational games designed to reinforce your English vocabulary skills. For example, spelling games. Here again is a quiz which you can attempt and work your way through just as we showed before. Going back down, the next section will be grammar and vocabulary, which is broken down into folders. These are for the notes you can read and make notes on. So it's broken down into content and exercises, which we encourage you to attempt all of them. Next, we can see that there are vocabulary answers as well, which provide the answers to those content and exercises. To make sure you've attempted all of them, it will show up as done and viewed once you've attempted them. This is essential for you to continue. After you've read through all of the exercises and contents, you will reach the activities, which again is just a mini quiz, after which you will reach a bigger overall quiz, which tests your understanding of the section. After completing the quiz, you can reach the student feedback section, which asks for your comments on how you think the section was prepared, what you found most helpful, and if you have any other suggestions on how the lesson could be improved. There is also a teacher feedback section, which allows the teacher to provide valuable feedback and give you ways to improve. The next section to move on to is reading. So reading will help you recognize the letters and sounds of the English language and alphabet. For example, reading signs. So these are just notes that you are able to click through and view to deepen your understanding. After this, there is a quiz and another activity. The activities are again just a mini quiz, and they will provide you with a context and a small description. So as you can see, they'll provide you with a small passage. Tom loves animals. He has a pet cat named Max. Every morning, Tom feeds Max and plays with him. Max is a friendly cat and likes to sleep on Tom's bed. After this, they'll ask you small phrase questions, which you will answer in small phrases as well. And then again, you click next page.
Same on.
Yeah. So all of these reading activities on the left-hand side are the same. And then the bigger quiz at the end, the reading quiz, is also the same. However, it gauges the view of the whole section and not just individual contexts. Again, there's a student feedback section for your comments and another teacher feedback section where they can tell you how to improve and how you have scored. Yeah, in case you need more writing or anything. And then we move on to the writing section, where again, there are more notes for you, which you can work your way through. It's important to make sure you go through all of the notes so you're able to perform well in the quizzes. Filling out personal forms with personal information is essential for a student because you will be using forms everywhere. So that provides you on information on how to do that. And then it tests your ability using the quiz, the personal information quiz. A student has already attempted this, but we're going to attempt again for the sake of the demonstration. Here you'll be filling in your own information just to check that you know how to do it correctly. Again, you press finish attempt and submit all and finish. Finish review. And that's where you'll get your grade and where your teacher will also be able to see that grade. Moving on, there are also, again, writing activities. For example, writing activity 3. Again, there's a small description on how to follow through. The writing activities are bigger passages and essay questions, so you're able to write a lot in these bigger boxes while answering the questions at the top. For example, imagine you're on a vacation, write a postcard to a friend or family member. Where are you? What are you doing? And then you'd write a passage answering that question. Again, there's a bigger writing quiz at the end, and a student feedback and a teach for feedback section. We then move on to the listening. The listening has activities such as these. Again, a short description. Here we have an audio passage. To play the audio passage, you press this button, the play button, listen through the whole passage, and then start to answer the questions relating to that passage. After finishing the questions, you again press finish attempt and go through that process. Again, at the end, there's a bigger quiz. All of the listening activities are also the same. Again, there's a student feedback and a teacher feedback section to see how you can improve. There is also a speaking section after you move on. This speaking section is slightly different as there are suggested topics on what you can talk about. For example, your favorite animal, daily routine, family. after which you return to here and press recording and practice. So you're able to do it by yourself. Make sure you read the instructions carefully, such as the duration can only be 1 to 2 minutes maximum. Choose your topic, prepare, and practice. To record, we add a discussion topic. You can make the subject speaking activity and record your message here using the microphone button. So here we can type in speaking practice. And then here we'd press this record audio button where you'd record your message and then you'd post it to the forum. For every single one of your contexts, you'd come back here and record your message. To test your abilities, there is also a speaking assignment where it provides suggested topics again, and you'd complete this by testing your speaking. And then you receive student feedback where you can comment on what you thought could be improved. The teacher feedback will automatically be on the recording and practice, so there's no need for a separate section. There is also practice papers which are recommended for you to score high grades. For example, reading papers such as these. You'd click them and they would download and you can open them. Same with the writing papers, and again with the speaking and listening. There are also mock tests, such as these, for each of the sections, such as listening, writing, and reading. So again, you'd attempt the quiz and answer the questions. And lastly, there's another student feedback and a teacher feedback section. Thank you for listening. I hope this was helpful, and we hope you enjoy the course.